And looky who's here. Beth Hydorn, Executive Director of the Racine Zoo, joining me. And she talks to the animals. The animals are going to tell her what to say this morning. And like Dr. Doolittle.
There you go. There you go. You know it.
I got to say, I see all the Facebook posts, and I saw one with my darling little white fox. There's only one, but there are two of them there. And they're all white now. The brown is gone. I assume the picture was taken recently.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with those two.
They're super cute.
They sit in that little high perch, and they look at you when you go by. I don't know what they're thinking. I hope it's nice thoughts. But, yeah, I love looking at those two. They're so cute.
They are. I love this time of year.
I'm sure if I stuck my hand there, I'd get nipped. But that's okay. It's always the cute ones.
Don't do that.
It's always the cute ones that nip. I used to have a Pomeranian. Very cute, tiny little, like, nip, nip, nip.
Oh.
They grab the bottom of your pants leg. And it's always the big ones that are kind and gentle. The little ones snip and snap at you. Anyway, I did see something funny. It was on ABC World News. It was a little tiny animal meeting a giant, I think it was a hippo or the rhino.
It was a rhino.
A rhino. And the rhino was backing up. And I remember Cesar Milan once said, it's all about attitude. It's not size.
Right.
And that little one had an attitude. And the rhino backed up and...
Oh, my goodness. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, the rhino just making noise, and the rhino backed up, turned around, and ran. Okay, so the zoo doesn't close down in winter. A lot of people think, well, it's winter, they'll open up in spring again. It doesn't work like that.
No.
It's year-round. The animals don't hibernate for the entire winter and wake up in the spring. Although, do any of them do that?
No, they go into, some of them go into a torpor, but
What's
it's
that?
just more, they just slow their body down a little bit.
A
Some of
torpor?
our, yeah, it's like they're kind of asleep but awake. Sort of thing.
Oh, like when I
you?
come in the morning, yeah. Sleep and
Sorry.
awake.
I had to zing you a little
Yeah,
bit.
thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so our 5 minutes is up.
Okay, I got to go.
Okay, so we have something coming up this Saturday, the 17th, the Burr Garden. What's that about?
That is correct. Yeah, it is our version of a tailgate. It's on Saturday, January 17th from noon to 2. Lakefront Brewery and Public Brewing Company will be the two brewers that will be having beer, and they'll be pouring those. We're excited about that. And then Bucket's second round Pub and Grill is going to be doing the food. So we're going to be having barbecue pulled pork walking tacos, some soups, chicken pot pie in a cup. It's going to be phenomenal food. They always do such a good job. And then both Lakefront and Public Brewing are really good partners of the zoo. So again, it's our version of tailgating. You can come into the zoo, you get to see the zoo as well, and enjoy some beer and food. It's fabulous.
And it's not going to rain or snow this Saturday.
Nope, it's supposed to be a little chilly, but we have fire pits and we have patio heaters, and we'll be up at our pavilion area.
You know, people always say, oh, it's cold today. Well, you live in Wisconsin. You don't want cold? Go join my daughter in Florida or a friend of mine in Hawaii. They don't complain about the cold down there.
Right, that's true. That's true. But, you know, we're hardy Wisconsinites, so let's come on out and do our version of tailgating.
All right. So that's Burr Garden. Now, if people want to go, how do they set up their reservations?
Yeah, so you're going to go to racinezoo.org, go to the event tab at the top, do the drop down, go down to Burr Garden and buy your tickets. They will be on sale only until noon on Thursday, because I have to get all my catering numbers in. So noon on Thursday. Do not call me at 12:01. Get your tickets booked between now and noon on Thursday. It'd be great. We'd love to have you out.
You're not going to yell at people if they call you, are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm just not going to sell them a ticket.
All right.
At a certain point,
I wouldn't want to be yelled at.
At a certain point, we do have to close sales.
Okay, Animal Amour.
Amore.
Amore.
Yes. So Animal Amore is our...
Pardon my French.
It is okay. So
or Italian.
You and I will know this. So
Okay.
Dr. Ruth Meets the Racine Zoo is kind of the preface for it. It is actually this year on Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th. It's from 6 to 8:30. It's going to be a wonderful meal. Red Onion is doing our food there. You get greeted with a glass of champagne, and then you have a marvelous meal. There's an open bar, and then there is going to be the mating game. So if you can go back to the version of the dating game back in the day, there will be contestants and there'll be people that will be answering questions, and it's all about animals and how they get together to make more of their own kind.
So Valentine's Day is on a Saturday this year, huh?
It is.
Oh,
And so
no.
this is a perfect date night. You're done by 8:30. You can still take your love somewhere else after Animal Amore, and it's such a super fun event. People just love it, and so we keep bringing it back, and we just always have to refresh the love presentation is how we call it. Wild Animal Love Presentation. So get your tickets. Again, racinezoo.org. Go to the event tab, do the drop down to Animal Amore, and get your tickets.
Did I read? Did you get any new residents this year?
We haven't, but we will be getting some this year.
Okay, I read something about, I don't know if you transferred to another zoo.
Oh, that was the rhino.
The
that
rhino,
went up to
yeah.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That was our male.
Oh, does he send pictures back? Does he write letters?
We see stuff about him all the time.
Okay,
because
good.
everyone shares pictures when an animal from one place goes to
I
another.
could never work at a vet, an animal shelter, or a zoo because I couldn't say goodbye. I just couldn't do it. You know, people said to me, "Why don't you foster some animals?" Because I wouldn't let them. I'd never let them go. That's why I had 4 dogs at one time because I can't let them go. I
get
gotta
it.
keep them.
It's tough. It's tough.
I would never say goodbye. I couldn't foster an animal.
Well, we just can go see Kianga up there, so we can
What's
just.
the name?
Kianga was his name, or is his name. So we can go. Milwaukee's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Is he getting used to the big city?
He is. He is.
Okay. Call me old-fashioned. Now we're talking about March already here, March 25th.
Yeah, we just did the first quarter for this year. Yeah, March 25th is a Wednesday. We like to do events on Wednesday. It's kind of that hump day. It's from 6 to 8. And for this particular old-fashioned, not unlike our contest in October, these are ready-to-drink old-fashions. It will be in the castle area. There'll be food. There'll be unlimited tastings of old fashions. And it's just kind of a neat way to, it's kind of that March time where you're really tired of winter, but spring's probably not quite there yet. And it's just one of our favorite little events. And again, go to racinezoo.org. Again, we've already have reservations. So once we put the ticket sales out there, we get reservations right away. So we've already sold tickets to Call Me Old Fashioned. So get your tickets early.
And if you haven't been to the zoo lately, Main Street all fixed up with a brand new
Main
road.
Street is
yes,
all fixed
beautiful
up.
new road.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, all freshened up and ready to go.
Ready to go. Yeah, I'm excited. So that's nice to not have to have construction this year.
And we posted a picture of you on Facebook holding a little critter. Did you see the picture?
It was a woodchuck.
Oh.
That was one of my first pictures that I took when I was here. I need to update it.
Oh, okay.
My hair's a little longer, and I'm a little older.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck a chuck would? Are they groundhogs? Are they the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so, okay.
Yep.
Because in the movie Groundhog Day, they say, all right, you woodchuck chuckers, it's Groundhog Day. And I said, are they the same animal?
It depends on who you're talking to. And there's actually groundhogs, too, that are a little bit different look. So
You know what I love? Right after it snows in my yard and in my front yard, I come out in the morning. There's animal tracks like I live in the wild kingdom.
Right.
I don't know how they get in the yard. I got a fence. I don't know how they get in, but it's crisscrossing the whole all night long there. And I have that nature camera I put out.
Yeah.
And we put food out there. And all these wild animals, rhinos and monkeys, and all they are running through my yard.
Is that what's going through your yard?
They break out of the zoo. They come down here. They hop the fence, and they eat my food, and they go back.
Oh, my
But I
gosh,
do
that's
find a lot of tracks
crazy.
out there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Some of them might be cats and stuff, but
Could be.
some of them aren't because they're pretty big. It's like Bigfoot.
Oh, my gosh.
Beth Heindorn, Executive Director of the Racine Zoo, joining me. We're talking about all the plethora of activities going on starting this Saturday right through spring. We're going to get them all in because you have to reserve your reserve your places for these. And you want to think ahead of time because when they're full and sold out, they're full and sold out.
Right.
All the begging in the world, all the bribery, all the cash you leave on their doorsteps isn't going to mean a thing. Well, maybe it might a little bit, but no, it won't mean a thing. So you got to reserve your places for this. Let's talk about the preschool classes, the winter session. I didn't know you even had these.
Yeah, Little Explorers is for ages 2 through 5 for kids with their favorite adult. Sometimes it's a parent, sometimes it's a grandparent, sometimes it's an older sibling, sometimes it's the nanny, and they're super, super fun. They're an hour long for length, because for preschoolers, that's about the length of time that we're going to be able to get their attention. We have a session coming up on Sunday, and they're always on Sundays or Mondays. Sundays, they'd be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Mondays, they're at 10 o'clock in the morning. And we've got some coming up this weekend, actually. I think you might be able to still register today. It's called I Can Identify. And then we've got Journal Discovery on February 1st and 2nd. We've got Key Listening on February 15th and 16th, and Monkey Measures on March 1st and 2nd. So we do them every quarter. And you can register for just one class, or you could register for all 4 classes in that particular session. And we want to start kids young to learn about nature and wildlife and becoming stewards of the planet. So it's a perfect opportunity for us. They're very, very popular. And then what's really nice is after they are done with Little Explorers, then we'll see them in summer camp, and we'll spring break camp, and then they'll keep going and then be a zoo teen and then become a person that works at the zoo. And we've had people like that throughout the year. So it's super cool. Just a really great way.
I've been around animals my entire life. When I grew up in the Bronx, we had the Bronx Zoo was not right near. It wasn't that far away. It wasn't down the block, but it wasn't that far away. And then when I moved down to Long Island, we had the Massapequa Park Zoo and Kiddie Park. And that was, those animals came from Africa, from Bringing Back Alive, Frank Buck, who had movies made about him. And there was even a TV series, Bringing Back Alive, with Bruce Boxleitner playing Frank Buck. And so we always had those animals. They were always there growing up. And my father had like hundreds and hundreds of pigeons his entire life. We had dogs, we had cats, we had birds, we had turtles. Always had. I was never in a house without animals. And even now that we don't have any more dogs, my neighbor's dog comes over every Friday and spends the day with us. So I got to have an animal around.
Right.
They just really make you feel good.
Right. I agree.
Okay. Animal wish list. This is new, is it not?
Yeah, no, we've had this for a couple of years.
Oh, I'm not paying attention, I guess.
Okay. Well, you've got a lot on your mind.
Okay.
So our animal wish lists are items that are for enrichment for the animals, and then the different animal care specialists will go on to, we have an Amazon wish list, we have a Chewy wish list, and then they can, our Chewy's.com wish list, and then they can buy things. We're coming up to Valentine's Day, so show the love for the animals, which would be awesome. We had a lot of Christmas presents bought for our animals this year from people that just want to do something special, and it's just, we try to keep the prices very reasonable, but these are the things that we can't get. And then we also have people that bring in our toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls, boxes, tubes, and we use those types of things as well for animal enrichment. Put food in there or special treats, and it keeps the animals' minds sharp, and it's just super, super cool.
Where do I get that list? Is it online?
It's online, yep. Under How Can You Help the Zoo is the way you're going to do it.
So this website you've got here under the Chewy wish list.
Yep, that actually takes you right to the wish list.
Okay.
And then so does the Amazon one. You just have to go in there and click on the wish list.
So we buy them and just bring them in?
Buy them and then just ship them right to us.
Oh,
and it comes in, and some people write a little note. It's just super, super fun. So we're just incredibly grateful for all the people that help and support us, and especially on the wish lists. So it's just something fun. I haven't ever put it on the radio before, so I thought I'd bring that up because people always want to know how they can help, and we get the phone calls and the emails, and this is one way to be able to do that.
Where do they get the list now?
You're gonna go online to how you can help, and it's called Support Us. So it's
that's
still
on your
our
website.
website.
Okay.
So just do the Support Us, do the drop down of that, and that's where you're gonna find all that information.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah.
I did that once with the Wisconsin Humane Society. I used to give them donations, but I brought by a big bag of food for the animals, and I said, this is instant. You know, they can eat it right now. Let's talk about company picnics. You have a big picnic section there.
We do. So we get a lot. I mean, we're a great opportunity for people to have big space for groups and we have picnics out there from 25 people to 350 people. So we've got great space for it. We're kind of a built-in entertainment for the kids because they get to go out and see the zoo. They can hang out on the playground that they like to see. And then most people just do a buffet picnic in the pavilion. They've got, the places for people to sit, and they've got entertainment. Sometimes the picnic or the companies will book bounce houses or face painters or things like that. So it's just a great venue. And sometimes people forget about that, but they'll come in, they spend the whole day or part of a day, but they still get to spend the day at the zoo, even if the picnic's done. And maybe say the picnic's from 11 to 3, and then we're still open before and we're still open after the picnic. So we have lots of companies that come out and do picnics.
And if it starts to drizzle, it's all undercover.
If you've rented the pavilion, yes. If you're not, there's other options. But I mean, we do picnics every weekend, so we get them booked. We think now, that's why I'm bringing it up for everybody, because it's January. Believe it or not, we already have 6 picnics on the books.
Really?
So we do. Some of them come every year, but some are new. So think about it. If it's for your company or for a church group or things like that, is what you're going to really want to get your picnics booked before we sell out.
And if the zoo caters it, you get monkey chow, you get rhino chow, you get tiger chow.
Oh my gosh, you're a nut.
Okay, so let's quick review here. We got the Burr Garden coming up this Saturday.
Yep, Saturday, January 17th from noon to 2. You get a taste beer, lovely food from Bucket's second round. It's going to be great. Get your tickets, racinezoo.org, do the drop down for events, and click on Burr Garden.
Animal Amore.
Animal Amore,
This is for
yes.
Valentine's Day is on a Saturday this year.
It is, and so we're very excited about that. It's 6 to 8:30 on Saturday the 14th. You get greeted with champagne. You get a lovely dinner. You get a fun animal love presentation. This year it's called The Mating Game. And then there's, of course, always little prizes for people that take home with them, too.
Call me old-fashioned, and we're talking about the old-fashioned drink.
Yes, and that would be Wednesday, March 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. It is going to be ready-to-drink old-fashioned, so it's kind of a little bit different twist. It'll be in the castle. Awesome food, a great opportunity to just hang out, see the zoo and the animals in a different light, and have the Wisconsin drink of the year, old-fashions.
And the quarterly preschool classes, this is the winter session now.
This is winter session, yep. Little explorers for ages 2 to 5, along with their favorite adult. It's an hour-long presentation and program. It's reading, it's crafts, it's games, it's story time. It's really great, a great opportunity for little kids to start to become stewards of the planet. We have one in January. We've got one in February, or 2 in February, and a couple in March. You either sign up for a Sunday, a Monday, or sign up for all 4 of the classes.
This is my favorite one now, all of a sudden, the animal wish list.
Animal wish list, yeah.
I don't know if I was sleeping if we ever talked about it before, but I was in a coma. I don't know what was going on. But I like this, where you can actually have food sent direct, or anything.
Anything, from games and toys and feeders and those types of things. We have an Amazon wish list, and we have a Chewy wish list. And it's just a great opportunity for people to support the zoo while supporting our animals.
And finally, get those company picnics registered. You already have how many already?
We already have 6 booked, and we are in January, man. You got to get your weekends booked. Or we're open 7 days a week. You can do a company picnic on a Thursday afternoon. Why not?
And here's something. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
We didn't talk about is how to become a member of the zoo. And we're a member each year. We just renewed ours the other day.
Yep.
And so if you want to become a member, there's several different guides. You could do individual, the +1.
Yep.
And that's what I do, the +1.
There's different opportunities depending upon the family group or the person group you want to be part of. And it's super great. And you can come in all year long with your membership deal, and except Christmas Day when we're not open. And there's reciprocity at over 120 different zoos and aquariums across the country.
Really?
Yep. So if you're visiting, say you're visiting Florida, there's opportunities for you to go get a 50% off at the zoos that we're reciprocal with.
We just use it to take walks and exercise.
It's a great opportunity for that, too. Yeah.
You know, us old people
It's
have
fairly flat. A lot of people become members just so they can be like those walking clubs, like you and your wife. I agree.
And we just walk around.
It's all good.
It's 0.6 of a mile the route we take, so we know exactly how much it is.
I love it.
She had one of these walking watches, and we clocked it and everything.
Perfect.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Of course, thank you.
We got to keep this going because people forget. And if you did forget about anything, it's going to be podcast tonight at WRJN.com, civicmedia.us, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. It'll be there. Okay, thank you, Beth.
Thank you so much.
Beth Hydorn, Executive Director of the Racine Zoo.